it's Scola, and today I'm going to be talking about my stats, so that's like my height and my weight and everything, and also I'm going to be doing a review of some scales I received. So first of all, I want to talk about the whole topic of weighing yourself. Now, weighing yourself can be a very negative thing because sometimes you can get very upset, which is why I always recommend that you not only weigh yourself, but you also take measurements and take progress pictures. It's the best way to really check your progress and see how you're doing. I know for me, if it wasn't for doing all of these 3 things, I don't think I would have stayed as motivated with my journey, just because you can't see the difference every day in the mirror, and sometimes just using one of those methods isn't enough, but using all 3 can be really useful. Now, a lot of people tell you just to throw away your scales and burn them and stuff like that, which I do agree with to some extent, because scales can really get to you and can be very negative, but at the same time, if it wasn't for scales, I may not possibly be sitting here today, either because I wouldn't be alive, which is really dramatic, or because I just wouldn't have lost the weight. The scales really helped to scare me into losing weight. Already I was motivated in the terms that I was very uncomfortable and everything like that, but the scales really scared me into really working hard for it, because I found out that not only was I overweight, but I was obese. So imagine being obese already at the age of 40. It was only going to go downhill from then. Like, where would I be right now? Like, so that is why I still stand by the scales to some extent, but they can be a little bit useless when you get to a certain point, like I'm at. So I am really into leaning out, you know, building muscle, making sure I'm toned and everything like that. So the scales are a little bit useless because I don't really care about my weight at all. In fact, the scales really don't tell me anything about my body that's quite important, which is why I'm really excited to review these particular scales, because they're actually digital body analyzers. So they basically use a BIA technology. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. I'm not very technological with all these things, but it's a really cool way of saying that a weak current of like electricity gets sent through your body and it basically measures everything. So I'll start off with the Bluetooth scale, which is really cool because it connects to your phone. Basically, they have an app that they've set up and everything like that that actually marks your progress for you, or records your progress for you, that's the word, so that you can actually keep up to date with how you're doing, which is really useful because sometimes I used to forget to put my weight into my Fitness Pal, which is another app I use, so it's just really useful. It does it for you because it connects via Bluetooth, so it's really cool. And this scale actually measures your weight, body fat and BMI, which is so useful because you get to know a little bit more about your body. And the other scale is extra cool. It's not Bluetooth, but it's still really cool. You set up a profile on it, so you enter your age, your gender, your activity level and all this stuff, and it basically calculates who you kind of are, and then it weighs you and also figures out your body fat percentage, your muscle mass, your water weight, your bone mass, and your BMI, and just I feel like it does a lot of stuff which is amazing, and I just think this is so useful, especially for me, because I got really excited. Okay, this scale won me over. At first I was really skeptical of these scales and I was like, these won't work. For the longest time, I've had this kind of goal of really reducing my body fat percentage. I really was into that, really trying to get that down. That's what I was focusing on. I didn't care how much I weighed, so I was really happy with these scales because they told me that I am athletic. And basically, you have different ranges with your body fat percentage. Basically, you can fall into a couple categories. So you can be average and like a healthy kind of percentage. You can be overweight, obviously, and have too much fat, or you can be like not have enough fat, and or you can be like athletic. I'm actually athletic now, and I just think that's so weird because I never expected to actually get down to this body fat percentage of being athletic, and I don't know, I was really excited. And that's just what I like about these particular scales, that I can actually tell how much muscle I'm building, how much fat I'm burning, and my bones, I guess. Always need to know what my bones are doing, but this is so helpful, and I really do recommend, if you're gonna weigh yourself at all, this is the kind of scale you should use. Of course, I'm not trying to encourage everybody to weigh themselves. This is for the people who want to weigh themselves, but you know, you want a better method of doing so, because obviously you don't have to weigh yourself. You can use any other method of checking your progress and stuff like that, but if you're interested in this, I do recommend it. I have some awesome codes as well that they gave me, which was so nice. I think like 60% off, 70% off the scale, so I'll leave all the information down below in the description box. And yeah, I really like these. And just a disclaimer is not to get too obsessed with the scales, not to get too obsessed with numbers. Look after your body, look after your soul as well. Make sure you're happy and all of that. So yes. Now to talk about one of the most requested things ever, and that is, how much do I weigh? What was my starting weight? What is my current weight? How tall am I? And I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna tell you. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna be very upset and very angry, but I really need to talk about this topic. I get quite upset often because whenever I get this question, it can either lead to someone threatening me, calling me disgusting names, insulting me, being very negative about my character, saying I'm not genuine, I'm hiding things, I'm lying and everything like that, simply because I won't talk about my stats, so how much I weigh or how tall I am. And I think that's really, really bad, and I feel sorry for those people because I know exactly how it feels to be so obsessed with numbers that you'd go to the extent where you would threaten a person. And it is because I don't want anybody to compare themselves to me. I know the only reason anybody wants to know that information is to compare themselves to me or something like that. I don't know, but I know it's not going to be for a positive reason unless you're my doctor or a nurse and you need to know that information about me. It is not going to be for a positive reason, and I don't want you guys to go down this road because I went down this road. There was a point in my journey where I was very obsessed with how much people weighed, what their heights were, and if I could acquire their body, not acquire the body, or get to their body, not that I wanted to like get their body, like steal it, like, you know what I mean. I was very obsessed. I used to Google, like spend hours Googling celebrities, their heights and their weights, and seeing if I could look like them. I'd look in the mirror, why don't I look like them? I'd cry, I'd be upset, I'd look at my body, I'd grab at my body, like why don't I look at them? I hate my body. And it was so negative, it was horrible. I had a horrible time and it was not jolly at all. And I'm just trying to make it so nobody goes through this as well. Please do not hate me for not telling you my height or my weight. The reason why I'm doing it and making a point of not telling you my height or my weight is because I want to campaign to stop this culture of comparing yourself to others, and it's just not healthy, it's not good. There is no reason you need to know anybody else's height or weight. There's no other reason other than to compare yourself to them. I know there still will be some of you who don't understand this and some of you who do understand this, but I hope that eventually once you go through your journeys you'll realize how irrelevant knowing somebody else's stats is, because everybody is so different. Seriously, you can have someone that is exact same height, exact same weight as you, and you will not look the same at all. You'll not work the same. Your body will work in different ways because every single person's body is so unique to them. Even twins don't have the same fingerprint, like seriously. And you need to focus on yourself and your body. Those are the only stats you need to know, and that's your own, and make sure you're healthy and you're well and everything like that. And that is just what I wanted to emphasize in this video, that I don't want anybody to continue to ask me this question and get upset. I am not hiding it. I'm not lying to you guys about anything. I literally am just trying to put this across. Yeah, I hope you guys understand, and I know I will continue to get threats and horrible messages simply because I won't talk about my height or my weight. I feel very passionate about this. I take this very seriously because I went into a very dark place trying to compare myself to others, and I don't want anybody to feel that they're less or they're not good enough simply because they don't weigh the same as somebody else or they're not the same height as somebody else. And I'd hate to be the person that somebody compares himself to and I don't feel good enough because they're not the same height or weight as me. I'm just me, I'm just Scola, and I don't want you guys to be obsessed with my height or how much I weigh. I hope you guys understand, and I hope this video was helpful in terms of understanding this whole subject. Anywho guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was a little bit more serious and a little bit more like deeper than usual. I just really want to address this issue today, so I hope you guys don't mind. Please do join the conversation there, comment below, tell me your feelings on the subject. How do you feel about the whole subject of people comparing themselves to others? Have you had any experiences yourself where you've really compared yourself to somebody else and it's upset you and everything like that? I'd really like to know how you feel, because I spent so long comparing myself to the Beyoncés of the world, Rihanna's and Sierra. I don't know. There are so many people that I wanted to look like, and I never will. And I still don't look like them now, but that doesn't mean I'm not luscious. basically. Anyway guys, don't forget to check out the scales. I will leave all the discount codes and everything down below, so do go check those out too. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and tell me if you like these kind of deeper, serious topics. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay luscious, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Of all the products that I use and why I use them. So I start off by wiping off any makeup from my skin if I've been using makeup that day. So at the moment I've been using these Garnier cleansing wipes, and they're for waterproof makeup, so I do have